BuzzFeed is the king of shitty videos, and I'm happy to say they're firing on all cylinders, really pumping out some turbo shitters these days. Today I want to look at one of their epic super troll pranks that they pulled on some God-fearing cheese lovers that just came in there hoping to try some nice cheese, but BuzzFeed had a whole different agenda and nearly fucking murdered all 6 of them with this goddamn disgusting prank they pulled on them. You've gone too far on this one, BuzzFeed. Yeah, this is cheese lovers get pranked with vegan cheese. You're probably wondering what kind of evil mastermind has so little morals that they would concoct something as foul as this and have the audacity to call it a prank. This isn't a prank. This is borderline illegal. It's a fucking crime. Deplorable, BuzzFeed. Too far. What's next? Huh? Is nothing sacred to you anymore? What's your next prank? Pranking French fry lovers by telling them what they ate is a hash brown? Ugh, sickening.
I love cheese. Give me all the cheese. Extra cheese on everything.
Ew.
What is this called? A charcuterie board? Charcuterie?
It's very trendy right now. This is what all the cool kids are eating.
It's videos like this that convince me BuzzFeed is the most humorless place on earth. You'd find more comedy from the fucking Paris catacombs than you'd find at BuzzFeed HQ. I can't even imagine anyone finding this idea entertaining from a conceptual standpoint. It's such a boring idea. Hey, let's get 6 goobers together to try cheese and then we'll just tell them it's vegan. Yeehaw. I just can't imagine, and I don't place any blame on the people participating because it's a shit format. You can't make that fun. It's not your fault. Don't think I'm insulting you. I'm insulting BuzzFeed. I just can't imagine BuzzFeed higher-ups gather around their fucking hipster table for lunch with their meat substitutes, their low testosterone, and then someone's coming up with an idea. Hey, how about we get, some people together to try cheese and we can tell them it's vegan. They'll just start applauding, golf clapping. Genius! Someone get this man making BuzzFeed quizzes. He's coming up with fucking bangers right now.
That's good cheese.
It's very creamy.
What is this?
It has like saltiness, like little grains of salt.
Oh, they don't even know they're in for a big surprise. It's vegan. Oh my fucking goodness. BuzzFeed got them good. Hook, line, and stinker. This video fucking sucks. You know what doesn't suck though? My streams at twitch.tv/moistcritical. Come check it out. Give it a follow. I'd love to see you in there. We could shit on BuzzFeed together. Big old bukkake on them.
I wish I had better words to describe cheese.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's fantastic. What if this is not real cheese, dude?
I mean,
I'd be shocked.
what would it be though?
Uh-oh, the guy's onto him. I bet right now the director's behind the camera with a knife and holding up a picture of the guy's family. Like, oh, you sure that's not real cheese? You might want to second guess that statement. It's just such a stupid fucking boring video. Unsurprisingly, the 6 people, they eat cheese. They don't have anything to say about the cheese other than, well, it's good cheese. Well, it wasn't good cheese. How is that fun? Who wants to watch this people eating cheese to the sound of lips smacking? It's not like there's a lot to say about the cheese. There's no jokes being told. There's nothing happening except for some royalty-free music and them saying, that was good. Wasn't good. Oh, next cheese.
It doesn't have any flavor.
I like
Pepper jack?
Yeah.
Quesadilla with that, for sure.
That's fantastic, yeah.
I'm a little bit lactose intolerant. This is like sweet. It looks like cheddar. It's not cheddar. But doesn't feel like cheddar. My soul's really upset right now.
So all these cheeses are vegan.
What an incredibly underwhelming reveal that was. What a prank reveal. I can't believe that. How climactic. You just have some lady in the background who's probably eating a handful of grapes haphazardly shout out, hey, those cheeses are vegan. What the fuck did you expect to happen, BuzzFeed? They had such a lukewarm reaction to it. Like, oh, these are vegan? It's cool, I didn't know. I mean, it was good cheese. What did you expect, BuzzFeed? Someone to just go fucking berserk? Just someone freak out? Just, what the fuck do you mean the cheeses are vegan? You got me fucked up, BuzzFeed. I'm allergic to vegans. Fucking flipping tables and throwing cheese. What kind of reaction do you expect with a prank like this? It's so fucking boring. God damn it, BuzzFeed.
Wow.
I'm impressed because I was gonna say I can never be vegan because I love cheese so much and I eat vegan cheese.
If you hadn't have told me that, I wouldn't have known that. I mean, I wouldn't have thought it. That wouldn't be my first instinct.
That was fantastic.
Now I get what BuzzFeed is trying to do here. Show that vegan cheese is good, like real cheese. Yeehaw, okay, I understand that. But the video is so boring. Who watches these videos and has fun doing so? Some people have to, because BuzzFeed's very popular, obviously, but who? I don't get it. Who's fucking sitting there, scratching their neck, salivating, waiting for the next BuzzFeed upload where they fucking prank somebody with cheese tasting? And they have so many goddamn boring concept videos like this where they try like unpopular McDonald's items and dumb bullshit like that. Who watches them? Why? To any BuzzFeed fans out there, explain it to me. I'd love to understand why you like watching something so goddamn uninteresting. It's worse than the Fine Bros React series, and I think their React series is the gold standard for uninteresting, shitty content. And BuzzFeed somehow has even worse content. It's crazy. So, I mean, yeah, that's it. So, yeah. Hey there. No long-winded intro or anything like that. I'm just making fun of another prankster per usual, so you know how the situation goes.
Back with another video! I am back with a prank. Today we are not at Walmart and we are not at Home Depot. We are at...
She's been doing videos like this for months and still can't figure out simple audio. All of it sounds like you're underwater listening to a series of farts every time she tries to speak in the intros of her videos. This is someone you've probably seen before, but I guarantee none of you know who she is, which is the way it should be, because she's just an insufferable prankster whose entire personality revolves around making strangers' lives miserable. So she goes to Walmart, or in this case Dollar General, and just harasses people. In this one, her prank is taking things out of their shopping carts and throwing it on the ground or insulting them for it, or in one case, even just physically touching a woman to bother her as much as possible and then starts like braiding her hair. It's all just garbage. Now, she did have a video go viral a few months ago with the breaking TVs in a Walmart prank where she just went into a Walmart and broke a TV with a baseball bat. It was a TV she brought and she got arrested for it. And the entire internet came together to make fun of the clown and just point and laugh at her. And that's the proudest moment of her life. So it's all she does now, as pathetic as that is.
But we about to go in here and just grab shit and throw it.
You like it?
No, me no life for you.
No.
Nope. Don't buy it.
No?
No.
Oh, brother, this prank stinks. It's such a trash idea in the first place, just throwing people's things on the floor and getting a rise out of them. But then to put the cherry on top of this already pile of dog shit, she has no personality at all. She doesn't even try and make a joke out of any situation. She does nothing. She is so bland and boring. She doesn't even say or do anything half the time. She just throws it and then sits there. Like her just brain had a Windows restart moment, like Windows needed to update. Man, I got something in my eye. This prank is so bad, it's actually causing my eyelashes to fall out into my fucking eyeball. But yeah, anyway, like I said, half the time she just freezes there, deer in the headlights, and just stands there like she's been lobotomized. But in the rare instances where she doesn't, she ends up just getting more mad at the people she's pranking than the people do at her. She gets so offended that people respond negatively to having their things thrown or being bothered and harassed. It's so fucking weird.
Oh. Excuse me.
Excuse me. What?
Those are ours.
But I just want to see if I want to buy it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. How expensive is it? Can you just put it back? I don't know why. Can you just tell me how expensive? I don't know
$4. You don't know.
It's $4.
Yeah.
You're good. I know you're making a video, and I don't care for your video. Wait, I didn't say you can have it back. I'm about to give it back in a minute. It doesn't matter. I'm about to give it back. It's ours. It doesn't have to be. You don't have.
Ugh, it's just the most annoying person ever. Just goes up and then just makes an argument out of taking their shit, like, oh, I just want to know how much it costs. And then she immediately starts getting heated herself. Like, her whole prank is supposed to make others angry, but half the time it ends up making herself angrier. I don't know how she can even have such shamelessness to record shit like this and then keep going after someone calls out that she's filming a video. That is unbearable, incomprehensible levels of shame that I can't process with my little noodle here. You have not only been bothersome and a nuisance to these strangers, but now they also know that you're recording it to try and get clout online. How do you not puke from the overwhelming guilt of being such a loser and being caught red-handed with it? Oh, it blows my mind.
You're just coming up to us.
So are you going to be nice or not? I'm
Can we have it back, please?
Are you going to be nice?
Can we have it back, please?
You know what? I fuck with you because you said
Thanks.
please. Go get your wife. She's really mad right now.
This painful interaction dragged on for so long, I cut out a lot of it. She eventually puts the first item back in their cart, but then grabs another one in order to keep the argument going and escalating it. At some point, the wife walks away, to which our prankster, the galaxy brain prankster, had the gall to say, go get your wife, she seemed mad, even though the whole time the prankster really did seem just as mad as the wife. But then she tries to hide that embarrassment with that big old smile, grinning from ear to ear, celebrating a job well done. Another banger piece of content she was able to deliver with that.
What's wrong with you?
What's up? What's the problem?
What's the problem?
Yeah, why are you over? I don't even know you. What? Girl, some girl just came over here and just knocked this thing off my basket. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Okay, so what you do? Sorry, she with you?
She is legitimately a child. She has the brain of a 6-year-old, where they'll take a cookie from the countertop and throw it on the floor, smashing it to pieces, and wait to be scolded by adults. She's also so fucking lame that she can't think of how to communicate past that initial shock of throwing someone's things on the floor, that the only thing she can muster is just repeating what the other woman is saying back to her. What's your problem? What's your problem?
Is she with you? Come on. Move around, please, ma'am. Move around. Could somebody come get her?
Who you on the phone with?
I don't even know what the prank is supposed to be. She throws some stranger's shit on the floor and then just stands there like one of those Buckingham Palace guards where they're not able to make a facial expression or speak because she can't process any words. So the only thing she comes up with is what other people have said, or just asking annoying questions like, who are you on the phone with? What is the joke even? You just look so foolish.
Can somebody come get her?
Look, I apologize. I didn't mean to drop that, but I have a question.
Don't, ma'am, please. No. I don't say. Somebody come get it. Girl.
Come from over here.
Girl. Today, Jesus.
No, tomorrow.
Today, Jesus.
Tomorrow.
Today.
I wouldn't necessarily call myself an empath, but I can feel that lady's emotions and all of the thoughts running through her head at this moment, where she's contemplating whether or not it's worth it to beat this prankster's ass. I just know she's weighing the pros and cons, and I think the only thing that stopped her from putting her hands on the prankster is that she had a suspicion that this was someone going through a mental health episode, like psychosis or something, or like some kind of like, manic episode. I think that was the only thing that stopped her from just going after the prankster here. And one day, this prankster will try this with the wrong person, and it's not going to end well for them, and it's going to be entirely the prankster's fault for constantly instigating as much conflict as possible, because all she wants to do is make everyone around her upset, angry, or just make their day as worse as she possibly can muster. What a beautifully awful way of living your life.
Oh, is this yours?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute. Who is that for? Is this for your dogs? Man, you a bitch. I would have been like, you my shit. You a bitch. Why you just let me take your stuff?
This poor guy really gets the worst of it, just minding his own business, doing nothing wrong, just totally innocent, and this miasma of cringe marches up, takes an item out of his cart, throws it on the floor, and then he just says, okay, not playing this game, so he doesn't say anything. He just sits there and takes it. Eventually she grabs another item from his cart and she starts walking away with it before turning around and throwing it back at him, calling him a bitch for not standing up for that item. He gets berated for doing the right thing, just ignoring it. Like, what's he supposed to do? Run over and put you in a chokehold to reclaim the item? He can just go get another one and it's not worth fighting you over or playing into your game, because he would be the one that gets in the most trouble for it. Even though you are starting all of this conflict, you are the catalyst to the catastrophe that will eventually come from doing awful pranks like this. The person who does retaliate is going to be the one that gets the biggest punishment for it. And he clearly knows that, so he wasn't playing along with it. He did the right thing.
I thought we were friends. I have one. Okay. Let me touch it. Here. I did it. Can I touch your booty? No.
Now, in this case, however, this one may have actually had, grounds for self-defense. She just walks up to a stranger, grabs her hair and starts tugging on it, and then, air humping her back. And this could very well be an argument for self-defense. You don't know this person. This crazy lady behind you, that's kind of dangerous, actually. So I'm surprised this didn't lead to an actual scuffle, because this is a fucking awful thing to do. Now she's gone from just harassing people to physically harassing people. What an achievement. Look at how far we've come here. This prankster is leveling up right before our very eyes.
Am I gonna die? Is this like a...
I can't make no noise. You gotta like walk forward.
The queen of physical comedy strikes again. Look at the captivated audience in the store, with not a smile in sight. I don't think she has ever made somebody laugh, like in general. But I will say, I hope she hurt her knee, because she may have planned this fall, but she did not plan for that injury. She didn't brace, even slightly. She just falls, like full-blown, full force, onto her right knee, and then rolls over on it. So I really do feel like this is a situation where she hurt herself, but tried to play it off like, ooh, everything's okay, ha ha ha. Meanwhile, of course, nobody else is giggling or anything. But yeah, just wanted to showcase that, again, she gets kicked out. She actually got kicked out twice in this video. It doesn't seem like she goes to a store with a camera rolling without getting kicked out. So yeah, that's just another horrible prankster I wanted to make fun of. That's about it. See ya. This is a video I've been debating making for the last 24 hours. I think this situation is extremely important to talk about, but it's also really complicated. This shit is more confusing than the plot to the movie Tenet. So let's just get into it. Let's spread apart these ass cheeks and get into the stinky meat here. I want to quickly hit you with the cliff notes on why you should care about this situation and why it's a big deal. There's an absolutely awful comedian named Brendan Schaub who is currently suing a small YouTuber over jokes they made about him. Also worth noting that YouTuber lost both of their channels, perhaps because of Schaub, though that's still alleged. If it's true though, then Brendan just gave him the quarter pounder with cheese. Got the double whammy in there. And why this is a big deal is because Brendan Schaub is going after him because of the jokes he made, but also because he showed clips of his podcast in order to make some of the jokes and criticize him, and is claiming it's not fair use and it's a violation. And obviously fair use is very important on YouTube and the internet in general. So should this actually go to court and should this clown somehow win, it sets a really bad legal precedent. Now let me get a bit more into the lore of this awful comedian. So there's a terrible comedian named Brendan Schaub who was a former MMA fighter, and he rose to fame not really from MMA, though he was very successful there. He came into the public eye thanks to his frequent appearances on the Joe Rogan podcast. I think he's the #1 reoccurring guest on Rogan. He's been there like 80 fucking times. So he basically got his career by suckling off of Joe Rogan's hot dog sized nipples, and from that used it as a platform to make his own podcast. The dude's got like fucking 10 podcasts, so he has like a lot of productions, and it's something called Thick Boy Media, and he also tries to do comedy, unsuccessfully. The most entertaining thing about Brendan Schaub is when people are making fun of him, because he is the joke. The only comedy he provides to the world is in the form of a punching bag for people to laugh at and joke about. He himself steals jokes, allegedly, and I tried to watch one of his stand-up specials. It was fucking miserable. Watching Brendan Schaub desperately try to fish for the punchline to the joke he's attempting to tell is like watching a dog try and cross the street with oncoming traffic on its way. It's just painful and you just want to like look the other way. It's miserable. And half of the stories he tells are blatantly just lies. Like, you can tell he is making it up on the spot in order to one-up someone. Like, I was watching him interact on another or actually it might have been his podcast, I don't remember now, but he was talking with Chris D'Elia, and they were talking about being out of gas. And Brendan Schaub just comes out of nowhere, like, raises his hand, oh, wait, actually, I was out of gas like you guys, but in a much cooler way. You see, I'd actually just won a fight, and after winning a fight and having 15 threesomes, I was in my Hummer H2, he makes sure to specify, brand new Hummer H2, and I was running low on gas, and I was like, I can ride this bitch out, but I couldn't. I ran out of gas. So then I had to, with my Hercules-like strength, push this Hummer myself all the way to the nearest gas station. And then the gas station guy said, didn't I just see you on TV? They need to pay you more. That was his story. Of course, I embellished it a little bit, but the story was, I just want to fight. My brand new Hummer was running out of gas, and then I had to solo push it to a gas station where the gas station guy recognized me, and said they need to pay me more. That obviously didn't happen. There's like no reality where that ever fucking happened. I wasn't there. I wasn't like tapped into the NSA security cameras nearby or anything, but I can say with a high level of confidence he made that shit up in order to just one-up everyone around him for no reason. Like, there's no moral to the story. There's no like good jokes in the story or anything entertaining about it. It's just him being a fucking douchebag. If you were solo pushing a Hummer, who was steering it? How did you push this Hummer and steer it all the way to the gas station? How far away were you? There's just no chance. And then just so happens the guy working the gas station watched you on TV moments before and then mentioned you don't get paid enough, and then what, everyone clapped, and then you became prom king? Like, he blows my mind. He is quite literally that frat douchebag everyone knew in college that would tell the worst jokes of all time, but no one bothered to stop them because no one cared, no one laughed, no one gave them any attention, but they convinced themselves that they were super entertaining in their own mind. That is him. That is Brendan Schaub. That is the comedic stylings of this absolute troglodyte. But anyway, so he is currently suing a small YouTuber over jokes that they were making about him. He's very sensitive. Brendan Schaub may look like a big tough guy, but he's actually a really soft, insecure man, if you can believe that. So the jokes hurt his feelings, and he used another company to take down the videos that were criticizing him, joking about him, and then went the extra step to sue him. Now, I can't show you the video where the YouTuber was going through the lawsuit because he just fucking showed the full legal document, because I can't show it because that's taken down, and also probably wasn't a good idea to just show the actual legal document. I'm sure there's something in place to say you can't do that, but he was very transparent with Brendan Schaub's legal document that was sent to him. It is a full-blown suing case from what I can tell. I'm no expert. I'm not a lawyer. I didn't pass the fucking bar or anything, but it does seem like he is going all out to fuck this man in the ass. I imagine this was supposed to be some kind of scare tactic to frighten this individual and make them stop posting mean things about Brendan, but the YouTuber said that they are going to fight it, they are going to go to court, and I think that's great because they need to beat this case. They need to continue to set this precedent across the platform that you cannot abuse this system like this. This is not okay. This is very clearly an exploitation of the system. This is just a slam dunk victory for the YouTuber being sued because Brendan Schaub has no case. If Brendan Schaub somehow won this, then it actually hurts Brendan Schaub too, because from what I understand, he also reacts to videos and uses clips from other things in order to joke and criticize. So if he wins this case, he fucks himself too. It's like mutually assured destruction from an absolute goddamn supervillain idiot. It makes no sense, and I don't think anyone around Brendan Schaub is smart enough to tell him how stupid he is. And I wish I could show you some clips of Brendan Schaub and all of this going on, but I'm not going to take any chances with how fast and loose he's being with the legal system here, so I'm not going to show anything from any of his podcasts or anything he said. But what makes this situation really complicated is the fact that there's no real hero in this story. The YouTuber that's being sued is someone that I wouldn't really root for under normal circumstances. I don't want to mention their name, and I don't want anyone to harass Brendan Schaub or this YouTuber. I'm not going to mention their name, but I've seen a lot of archived live streams from their channels where a lot of very disturbing shit was happening. This individual sometimes would get drunk on stream and have incoherent ramblings and say some really fucked up and tasteless shit sometimes. And in one case in particular, I saw a clip of them leaving the stream and then arguing with their girlfriend, and it did sound like some type of domestic violence was occurring in the background. This is all alleged, and this is only based off of live streams that have been archived, but over the course of like the last 2 or 3 years that I was able to like look at this person, I saw a lot of people talking about frequent domestic violence on stream. I saw a lot of clips of him and his significant other constantly arguing, yelling, shouting, screaming, and just a lot of really disturbing things.
Playful retard. Has no idea what's really happening. Oh, she annoys me.
Kyle, it's her birthday, man.
What, is it? Yes, if we didn't get banned, you just were irrelevant. And I gotta handle the kids because you couldn't, stupid.
Ban him forever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you're a fucking retard, fuck. We're going to handle the fucking kids. This fuck.
I like fighting with you.
Bye.
The abusive.
Like I said, his channels are down, so I can't look at his content myself and see him. I can only experience this through the re-uploads from his community and the community members talking about the streams and talking about these clips. But from what I've seen, it is some pretty fucked up things. I've seen a couple of interviews with him as well as people talking about him, and there's just a lot that is not great. Especially that clip where it does sound like he is hitting something or someone. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully that's just a complete wrong interpretation of what's happening. But I just wanted to say, from everything I did see on this individual with like the arguing, which happened on stream often, and the drunk streams where really not great things were talked about, it's not someone that I would be like super enthusiastic to support, but I do hope they beat the case against Brendan Schaub, because Brendan Schaub is basically salting the fucking earth here. As these cases build up, if any of them win with these absolute bogus bullshit claims in court, if any of those win, it sets that legal precedent going forward, which means other equally stupid idiots like Brendan Schaub can abuse the system the same way. So I still hope that they beat Brendan Schaub, but I recognize that they might not be a good person themselves. But yeah, I do think this is an important case, because this is only one of a handful of cases where a YouTuber goes after another YouTuber on absolute bullshit claims. And hopefully, just like the previous cases with like Ethan Klein versus whatever the dude's name was, I'm already forgetting his name, hopefully this case will also result in that shit being shut down as well. Like I said, I think this was probably just supposed to be a scare tactic that didn't work and might find its way to court, though I still do think that's unlikely. I'm hoping the case just gets dropped and doesn't go that far, but if it does, hopefully it gets an absolutely biblical smackdown in court, just gets fucking slapped off and don't have to worry about it again. But yeah, I just wanted to cover the situation because I do think it's an important one to talk about, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah, a couple days ago there was a big news story that came out about an 8-year-old kid who was turbo pranked by the prank god. It was in a Target. He was told that they were filming a Mr. Beast style video, and it was a blindfolded shopping cart challenge where they'd be given 30 seconds with him and his dad to get as much of the toys that they could into the cart, and he'd buy it for them. And the prank was, he didn't buy it for them. Instead, him and his friend just ran away giggling, and then both probably had to start hyperventilating into a paper bag in order to come down from the adrenaline rush of lying to an 8-year-old for their YouTube video. And this became a bit of a big story because you've got to be a pretty psychotic douchebag to prank an 8-year-old, but an even bigger, ghoulish asshole to prank a hearing-impaired 8-year-old whose dream it was to be part of a Mr. Beast video. So let's go over this whole situation as well as his response, because this shameless lobotomite actually came forward and put his face on it, whereas previously no one really knew who this was. But now the mayor of Doofus Town has come forward with a press conference here in order to address it personally. So I can't wait to show you what this guy looks like and how he tries to rationalize it.
Saturday for 8-year-old Gabe Lyles and his dad TJ, until 3 men walked up and said they were working with the YouTuber Mr. Beast.
Said that they wanted to do a fill the cart challenge where we would be blindfolded. Within 30 seconds, whatever we could put within the cart, they'll pay for.
That was the whole premise of the prank, and this is pretty much what modern pranks are. Just being as cruel as possible and making strangers' days just worse for the sake of your own content to try and fill your completely worthless, dead-on-arrival, doomed-to-failure TikTok career. Now, I'm going to skip around a little bit and show you a clip from his response because he's refuting the claim that he labeled it a Mr. Beast video to the kid and his dad. Not that it really matters that much, that doesn't really change how fucking degenerate this garbage is in the first place, but I will just show you that because he's trying to make it seem like in his response he's in the right, and that the dad is a liar, and insinuates that he's lying for the sake of clout, which is absolutely hilarious, the lack of self-awareness to make a claim like that from his position.
We're working with the YouTuber Mr. Beast.
We're kind of like Mr. Beast, not really though.
So this is coming from his unedited video that was filmed, but it's extremely possible that he's leaving out the shit that makes him look much worse and corroborates what the dad was saying. But regardless, let's say he's being 100% truthful here. Even just watching that clip, I think it's extremely easy to recognize why it'd be confusing and people would think that he was coming up like he was associated with Mr. Beast. He fucking ambushed these people in public and then said, it's time for a blindfolded shopping spree challenge, and then mentioned Mr. Beast. Like, I'm imagining he's coming from a privileged background where this maybe isn't that big of a deal, but to a family that doesn't come from that kind of background, this is a like dream come true moment. So just getting that opportunity, immediately your heart's going to be racing and you're going to, maybe mishear a couple of things in excitement, not maliciously. So I don't think the dad was lying on purpose here, and he does name drop Mr. Beast, so that's something that would absolutely stick with you after the fact. So I think it's very easy to get confused that this guy is associated with Mr. Beast. I don't think he was making that claim in order to lie on purpose here.
Mr. Beast is one of Gabe's favorite YouTubers. He often makes videos about challenges where he gives away free stuff. So TJ and Gabe believed that the men were working with Mr. Beast. They both put on a blindfold and started filling their cart. And then TJ heard the men running away.
I legitimately think being a prankster is one of the most pathetic things you can ever do with your life. I actually have more respect for people that'll just lick the toilet seats clean at a gas station. At least they're providing some kind of public service, whereas pranksters do nothing but bring the rest of the world down. It's like the last-ditch effort for talentless losers to try and make some kind of name for themselves or get some kind of attention or monetization out of like viral videos that are designed to make people hate you. So you're basically just turning your whole life into a punching bag and a spittoon for everyone to spit on you for, and hope that you get a couple of doubloons out of it along the way. There is nothing more embarrassing. I'd even go as far as to wager that if you ran a long-term scientific study on pranksters, you would find a high correlation behind being a prankster and being a cuck. I think one of the core things that drives someone to being a prankster is having a humiliation fetish, which is no different than cuckoldry. But at least with most cuckolds, it's a private fetish between consenting adults, whereas pranksters, their humiliation fetish has no one consenting to it and is just subjecting the public around them to it. It's making them victims of their humiliation fetish. All in all though, I just can't fucking stand public nuisance pranksters. Absolute dog shit content and absolutely horrible fucking losers. I just don't understand how someone has so little shame to prank an 8-year-old and think that they're somehow like a badass or a good prankster.
My heart sank, 100%. The very last thing in this world I want to do is hurt him.
It broke my heart because I thought my dreams were coming true.
The shopping cart challenge was just a mean prank, and it was one comment in particular that upset TJ.
My son leaned in and said that he couldn't hear them because he had to wear hearing aids, and they said that's why we are choosing you for this challenge.
It is actually heartbreaking listening to the kid talk about this. It's very clear this meant a lot to him. This is like a life-changing moment for a child. Like, to actually have your dreams come true, your favorite YouTuber is doing your favorite challenge with you, like that's something so special that he'd remember for the rest of his life. And now it will still be something he remembers for the rest of his life, but in a very negative way. He'll remember this as the day he realized he can't just fucking trust people in the world anymore. It's like the first time he gets scammed in RuneScape. Now the father mentioned that the child is hearing impaired and that the pranksters said that, that's why we want to do this challenge with you. And this is something that the prankster in question is once again refuting.
And they said that's why we are choosing you for this challenge, because of the hearing loss.
Do you guys want to be in a quick video?
The Southington town.
And that's his proof that he didn't know about the hearing impairment. That one literally split-second clip. Not exactly the most robust evidence, didn't build the best defense case here. Once again, he very easily could have just cut out the part where the hearing impairment was mentioned. I don't know what was or was not said there. I don't have access to the security camera feed there at the store or anything, but I'm much more inclined to believe the father and the child here, the victims of the prank, as opposed to this fucking asshole who very easily could just not show those parts.
The Southington Town Commission for Persons with Disabilities gave TJ a $200 gift card, and Target matched it. On Sunday, Gabe's dreams of a shopping spree came true.
I pick out Nerf guns, water balloons, and water guns.
At least there's a happy ending to the story. He did get to have his shopping spree and get the toys that he wanted to get. And he seems to have like a really great positive attitude in general, so I'm super happy to hear that there was some kindness shown his way to let him actually be able to do the shopping spree. And now I want to add on to that happy ending by insulting the prankster who proudly showcases himself as the one behind it. So let's make fun of this asshole.
Before we continue the video, I just want to clear the air for anyone that hates me right now, that wants to rip off my beard or shave my eyebrows or rip my ears off or something.
It's almost sadder than the prank itself that he called that little pube patch on his chin a beard. That's not a beard, man. It's a group of taint hairs on your chin. That hair on your chin is what most people have on their gooch. I really hope you don't go around saying that you have a beard, because that's even more embarrassing and delusional than you thinking that pranking an 8-year-old for your TikTok or YouTube channel was a good idea. The fact that you call that a beard is sickening. Also, I love that he immediately tries to showcase his quirky personality. Oh, you guys must hate me and want to, pull my ears off. How wacky and random. So this is like the personality of a prankster. Fucking lame as shit. I already know this is the kind of guy who, when hanging out with his friends, makes stupid faces and goofy noises in order to be the clown, in order to make people laugh, like he's performing at a child's birthday party.
I did not know that kid was deaf. I did not know that, alright?
It wouldn't have mattered whether you knew or not. You would have still done and posted the prank all the same. In fact, you can't even help but smile about it right here. Can't even pretend to care for a single iota of a second. I also couldn't help but notice that he's got the no parking sign behind him and another sign behind that. So this fucking goofball is one of those dumb idiots that steals public signs and proudly puts them in their room. We made fun of people that did that back in college, fucking 8 years ago. For those that don't know, it was a little bit of a trend for a while where people would get rowdy or they'd be drunk and they'd like steal a public sign, like a no parking sign, and they put it in their dorm room. And those people got relentlessly bullied for it because it's so goofy and embarrassing to think that it's cool. And yet this guy's still living in a fantasy land where he thinks it's like hard or cool that he stole these signs and he's proudly displaying them in the background of his videos. This guy's whole life is designed around being a professional loser.
And the dad is exaggerating it and lying to the news because of what happened. I thought it was funny, but I also was kind of mad because he lied about me and my friends. And that kind of got me upset because, it didn't get me upset because he deserved the money. He got the money out of it. But, he tried to make us look like we were super bad guys. We were just being bad guys. All right?
Well, that clears it up then. All's right in the world. They weren't being super bad guys. They were just being bad guys. Just the classic prank an 8-year-old, get their hopes up, make them believe their dreams are coming true before you bring that all crashing down and then use them for your content to try and get some kind of money or career out of it. Not super bad guys by any means, just like moderately bad guys. So, makes sense now that he's really helped clear the air here and clear everything up. So yeah, this guy sucks, his friends suck, pranksters in general like this suck, fucking public nuisance pranksters are horrible. That's about it. So yeah. Hey, what's going on? It's me, the #1 hater of harassment pranksters, those putrid worms that mainly infest TikTok and go around filming themselves just trying to start confrontation with strangers for no reason other than getting a rise out of them for their content. And then the second that one of the victims starts to fight back, whether it's arguing or even trying to get physical, the sniveling cowards then do their best to go into panic mode, rapidly trying to de-escalate the situation they've caused. Like, chill, calm down. What are you getting so worked up about? I'm just pretending to be a mentally ill douchebag starting shit. God, it's so cringe that you're getting so upset. And then, the prankster starts getting offended. It's so fucking embarrassing. Anyway, today I stumbled across a tough guy who likes to do this kind of content on the elderly.
Whoa, watch your cart, tough guy. Parents didn't teach you no manners?
Guess not.
Guess not, man. Yeah, you need to watch yourself around here. Guys like you, easy pickings.
This poor loser really rolled a nat 1 in all of his stats. He's got a nasally voice that he's doing his absolute best, fighting for his life to hide, so he's trying to deepen it while talking to the older gentleman. Hey, you better watch where you're going, Buster. but you can hear it cracking through. It's like a child on Xbox Live pretending to be older by just making a deep voice sound. He's also got a dog shit, unlovable attitude, so I feel like he was probably bullied in high school with spitballs shot into the back of his head, and now that he's out of high school, he's trying to do something with his life, and this is what he's chosen here for some clout on TikTok. Just trying to harass an old man who is not playing ball with any of this garbage here. This old guy has the patience of a saint. This is the Zen master here. This guy doesn't engage at all, and yet this goober still continues to try.
You must be new around here, huh? It's your first time in Baltimore?
How about yourself?
I've lived here 25 years.
Liar, liar, job prospects on fire. You are not 25 years old. There is no chance of that. No shot whatsoever. I have to imagine he's maybe 20 at most. He's probably between 18 and 20 and just trying his absolute best to emulate the viral douchebags on TikTok that harass people. But he's so much of a little pussy that he's doing it to an elderly gentleman. Someone he knows is not going to fight back, because if he did this to anyone else in his age bracket, I bet he would have been fucking snapped in half. He sounds like a dweeb.
I'm just trying to get by, Pipsqueak.
Huh?
I need to get by this way. I got OCD, so I gotta walk around on the right every single time, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. Got a problem with me?
Nothing I know of.
Well, it seems like it.
Such a fucking strong, intimidating man. Wait till you see his next prank of taking candy from a baby. This guy is badass. I truly don't understand who watches this shit. Now, I know the easy default answer everyone goes to is kids, and 99% of the time I know they're right, but in a case like this is so pathetic that I feel like even children would be laughing at this guy. Like, even children would be insulting this dork. Like, just look at the way he's talking here. You got a problem with me? Pushes up glasses, readjusts fedora. Seems like you do. Like, no one's gonna even find that humorous. You're doing it to an extremely nice old man. You just look like a huge asshole and you're providing nothing of entertainment here. The old man is fucking clapping you by not responding and just, like, dismissing you as some kind of, like, you know, escaped mental asylum patient. Like, I don't know how you could ever upload this and not feel shame. This, I can't imagine the mind space to be in where you'd be proud of it. I really can't.
Standing here looking me in my eye, trying to do a stare down or something. I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm just trying to get my ice cream and go home. That's all.
Damn, what a hard line. The spiritual pressure around him just knocked out 5 different customers across the store when he said that. I'm just here to get my ice cream and go home. I don't want no problems, bub. I don't want no trouble. Jesus Christ. I'm just here to get my ice cream and go home. Yeah, mom says I need to be home by 9. This video is a little on the older side. It was at the end of last year, I believe. And not only did he go home, he also went offline, thank God. So it seems like a lot of people must have laughed him off of TikTok because the original account I can't find anymore. But these harassing older people pranks in public aren't uncommon. There's quite a few TikTok superstars that like to engage in that. One of them that blew up a while ago, also on the other side, is the one where people would just grab a hose at Home Depot or Lowe's and just spray random old people as they walked by.
This way. Oh, huh? Oh, how do you turn this off? Oh, snap. Oh, shoot. Oh, snap. Whoa, whoa. Oh, snap. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn it off. I didn't know how to turn it off. I think it's off now. Oh, snap. Oh.
The caption says that the prank went wrong, which is the classic clickbait. This is getting off topic, but I'm actually somewhat nostalgic for the gone wrong phrase now, because that used to be such a massive clickbait meme like 10 years ago, and to see that it's been revived on TikTok is actually somewhat nostalgic. Like seeing an old, well, not friend, but like an old enemy that now you kind of have a soft spot for. Kind of like when you go back and rewatch SpongeBob, where as a kid, Squidward was like this big, mean guy, like real rude asshole. But now when you go back and watch it as an adult, you're like, nah, I kind of feel for him. That's how I feel about like the Gone Wrong title. But anyway, it's titled, you know, spraying people with the hose prank gone wrong. But nothing goes wrong. as is standard procedure for that title. Everyone he sprays here was super nice about it. They're like, hey, wait, what's going on? And he's like, oh, I just can't turn the hose off. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. No problems at all. At least not that I saw. Like, everyone was super, super sweet. He just sprayed them, and they were like, oh, man, what a bummer. But it's okay, you didn't mean to. But little do they know, that was the whole reason he was even out in public that day, just to make some people's lives a little less pleasant. Just to be a huge fucking nuisance and a big inconvenience to the people around him. And the spraying people with the hose prank actually did catch on. It's like a year old or so. This was pretty big for a little while, so there's a lot of videos of pranksters doing this one, and all of them seem to target exclusively elderly people. And the reason should be pretty obvious, because they know that they're not going to fight them, and if they do, they probably stand a good chance of winning the fight against them because they are old. Actual fucking weenies here. And for some reason, it seems to be like old people is the main demographic that get targeted by these public nuisance pranksters. For some reason, well, I don't even know why I'm saying for some reason. We know the reason. They're not going to do this to someone that's actually going to beat their ass. Like, they're not going to get their shit pushed in by somebody for the sake of their TikTok videos. Like, we already saw that happen once and the guy ended up getting shot. So they're targeting older people because they feel more confident that there's not going to be something that's going to lead to them being hospitalized. It's just such a pathetic thing to do for some internet brownie points. Like, is there anything more shameful? Like, these are just complete strangers just going about their day like everyone else, and you just go out of your way to just be this cringe douchebag that tries to farm them for views on TikTok by harassing them, or in some cases even just like assaulting them. There are some degenerate pranksters on there, and a lot of it is targeted at older people. It sucks. But anyway, just wanted to insult them and talk about this a little bit since I saw that video of the shopping cart tough guy, the don't tussle with the muscle, and the ice cream section. You might encounter the boogeyman. When I saw that, I just thought, I've got to just make fun of this guy and all of the other pranksters that do this kind of shit. So anyway, that's really about it. So yeah. I remember the days when I was a young, naive little gremlin, still believing in things like the tooth fairy and the boogeyman and chocolate milk coming from brown cows, which, by the way, according to a survey conducted by the U.S. Dairy Innovation Center, about 7% of Americans still believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows, which comes out to about 16.4 million Americans believing that. Of course, take that information with a grain of salt. I don't know how that data was collected, but I certainly wouldn't be surprised if it's accurate. Go on the platform formerly known as Twitter for more than 5 minutes, and you'll realize that we have truly entered the stupid dimension. We are all citizens of Doofusville, and we're only getting more and more new neighbors coming in here. But what's causing all of this? It's like the Space Jam basketballs out there sapping away all of our intelligence. There's an idiot virus spreading, and it's infecting the minds of so many. Where's it coming from? I'll tell you, goddammit. It's the darn internet, the cyberspace. They tried to warn us about Y2K, but we didn't listen. While it may not have been the end of the world, it was the end of all rational thought. What I want to talk about today is a story involving an 11-year-old who followed a YouTube fake kidnapping challenge prank and got herself arrested. And this is a very serious offense. It's a fucking felony that this child believed was just a good, fun prank because they watched it on YouTube. So I want to talk about that story and then expand the scope a little bit bigger to internet trends and internet content genres that are legitimately just poisoning people's minds and setting them up for failure for the rest of their life. Since kids have unfiltered access to the internet because most parents don't want to do their job of being a parent anymore, they just put that responsibility on the internet to raise their kids. The onus of raising a child is now on the internet to make sure that it's perfectly curated so a kid can just endlessly scroll through the iPad while their parents do something else and they expect the kid to grow up to be some successful, well-adjusted person, which I don't think is going to be the case. It's just a sad situation all around. I don't even blame the kids. It's not their fault that their parents are absent and just sitting them in front of a screen for hours upon hours every day. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into the actual story here, and then we'll dive in a bit more.
The 11-year-old girl in this police body cam video is in a whole lot of trouble. She made a fake phone call to 911 saying her friend had been kidnapped. She later told cops she thought it would be funny. Well, they didn't laugh, admonishing her to never do this again.
The classic fake kidnapping prank. I can't believe the cops weren't laughing. Humorless, I tell you. Soulless, in fact. So, the fake kidnapping prank is a timeless classic on the internet. YouTube pranksters have been letting that one rip for many years now. For those that don't know, if the name wasn't a dead giveaway, you fake a kidnapping. Now, what a lot of kids don't realize is those pranksters that are doing that are faking the fake kidnapping. Everyone's usually in on it. The whole prank is fake. Most pranks online on TikTok and YouTube are faked for views, but children don't know that. Kids will believe pretty much anything they see or are told by someone that's older than them. You know, like St. Nicholas wiggling his ass down the chimney to deliver presents, you know? Like, kids aren't thinking that hard about what they're consuming online. So when they see a prank like that, they think that it's real and just like a good ha-ha, you know, side-splitting comedy thing. So this 11-year-old saw it and thought it would be a fun prank to do on their own.
She's accused of faking a kidnapping.
I'm not gonna do this again.
She thought it was funny and it was a joke and she couldn't get in trouble for it.
Police say the girl texted 911 to say that her friend had been abducted by a stranger in a white van.
Obviously, upon receiving texts about a kidnapping, the department responded, and it was all a complete fabrication. It was all a fib, a lie, a ruse, which is really detrimental to like the entire community there because it's wasting valuable resources from the department. Should an actual emergency come through and they already have like fucking 20 patrol cars deep looking for this kidnapping victim that doesn't exist, you've got yourself a problem. Now people that are in desperate need of help might not get it because the department's already occupied taking care of this fake situation. It's something you just don't fuck with, really.
The girl who gave a fake name said she was following the van on the interstate in another vehicle. For the next 30 minutes, she gave updates on the supposed kidnapping. He is tying her up, went one text. He's armed with a gun, said another. Hurry up, please.
You can talk to your parents.
They say she fessed up. She stated that she got the idea to prank 911 through a YouTube challenge and thought it would be funny.
So she was texting the officers with a play-by-play like she was John Madden here going through the situation on like this high-speed pursuit, none of which was real, of course. And then when the officers tracked down the phone number that put in all of these texts, that's when they realized that it was all just a complete fucking lie. And the 11-year-old fessed up to the crime and said that she got the idea from a YouTube challenge. I've said for years, like a broken record, how awful most pranksters online are. Not just in terms of the content being turbo shit, but also just because it really will raise a generation of kids that think that that's acceptable and good and okay. Like, for a little while, I was also naive, thinking like, okay, maybe this isn't going to be something that people will try and emulate. There was a period of time where I thought to myself that, you know, most people have to know these pranks are fake, so they're probably not going to bother doing this unless they're trying to be an internet douchebag as well. But I've really changed my stance on that thanks to TikTok proving me wrong so often, where pranksters that are faking pranks or these trends that go viral really do have, like, young people following them and either hurting someone or getting themselves hurt or just doing really degenerate, awful things. It's become very clear that the internet content that children are consuming does have a very big impact on how they view the world and reality and what they find to be acceptable and okay, and just it does have a real effect on the direction that they might take in life, especially now with the obsession for attention. Everyone is vying for internet clout. And a lot of kids growing up want to be YouTubers. That's like one of the main dream jobs that children want. And when they see prank channels getting huge views, they will try and emulate it and have tried to emulate it, and a lot of them never realizing that it's fake. So there's been many cases of them getting themselves or someone else hurt by trying to follow along with their favorite prank channels that they watched growing up. It's just an awful fucking cycle. I understand every internet prankster isn't a terrible person doing horrible things. I know this isn't every internet prankster, but you are eating some cinnamon toast cope if you don't think it's the majority of them. The vast majority of internet pranksters are like the orb of confusion from SpongeBob. When SpongeBob flips that bitch on and it just makes everyone around them dumber, that's most internet pranksters. Just this presence that makes everyone dumber for just even being exposed to it.
Her father was really upset.
You're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
I'm not going to do this again.
Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood.
We had a massive police response. What happens if we crash into somebody and somebody loses their life?
The dad seems to really understand the gravity of the situation. He's not making any excuses for the behavior, at least not in this very short clip here. But he is right. This will be a lesson. And actually, I've mentioned this on stream before. This is a lesson I also learned when I was young, but not because of any prankster or any challenge that I followed when I was a kid. There was a point where we went to a pool for a field trip and there was a payphone nearby and we were just doing like fake calls to our friends and saying silly things. It was all make-believe. But what I didn't realize is 911's free on a payphone, so I dialed 911 and immediately started going into like silly things and making claims about the pool being like haunted or on fire or something. And they did show up. And boy, let me tell you, I felt fucking horrible. That was... My jaw has never hit the floor harder than when the police actually showed up with a fire truck. That was a huge lesson to me. I didn't mean to dial a false report, and I certainly would have never done that on purpose or as some kind of joke. I was dumb and had no idea that 911 was a free call. Point is, the dad is right. This will serve as an invaluable lesson, I imagine, and hopefully she'll never do any kind of shit like this again, and hopefully anyone else that sees this story will realize that it's just completely unacceptable and that pranks shouldn't just be, you know, taken at face value and followed along with at home.
The child was charged with making a false police report, which is a felony, and misuse of 911. That's a misdemeanor.
So it does actually sound like they are charging her with a felony and misdemeanor for this situation here. So this is a very big deal. That's a lot of trouble to get in over a YouTube challenge. Now, interestingly enough, this isn't the only fake kidnapping that happened even just over the last 2 weeks. A massive case of a fake kidnapping. I talked about it on stream, but I haven't talked about it in a video. I was waiting for like the whole thing to kind of wrap up, but I'll just go ahead and mention it here because it's very much in line with what happened with this. There is a woman named Carly Russell who led police on a wild goose chase about a kidnapping that never happened. She stated that she saw a toddler on like the side of the interstate and then like pulled over to try and, you know, help save the toddler and then ended up getting kidnapped for a couple days. And it turned out to be all just complete baloney, just absolute horseradish. Nothing about it was true. She even admitted it was all a lie, but she hasn't been charged yet. So I'm wondering when those charges are going to come, especially now since the precedent is being set that any kind of like false reports, especially something that requires a massive department response like a fucking kidnapping, is going to be a, you know, no punches pulled kind of situation. Like they're charging the 11-year-old here, so I imagine she's also going to get charges as well. It's just a matter of time. But this is just a fucking crazy situation we're in where so often now these YouTube challenges and pranks and trends are getting people hurt, killed, or ruining their lives. It's fucking sad. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that a little bit. That's it. So yeah, I don't like most pranksters. I'll give you a moment to recover from the shock of me saying that out loud. I know some of you have speculated that for a long time, but I'm just going to hit you with the truth point blank. I am not a fan of most modern pranksters. Whew, it feels good to get that off my chest finally. It's a weight off my shoulders. Today I want to make fun of some douchebags that pull pranks in Walmart. Because Walmart has become a hotspot for the worst pranks ever by the biggest douchebags on the internet. TikTok has contaminated the minds of many young people into thinking that Walmart is only inhabited by NPCs that are there to be used for your awful TikTok videos. So this has only been growing in popularity and only getting more and more insufferable to watch.
Shopping like us. What do you mean, what are we trying to do? We're shopping. We just do it differently.
So the quirky prank starts out here as shopping carts stacked on top of each other and throwing them into the top one. I don't know what's supposed to be entertaining about that. Maybe for like a 6-year-old to clap it like, whoa, look how high that is. Whoa, that's not usually how you shop at Walmart. Whoa. Like, it's not even like a prank or a joke. It's just so lame. It's so unbelievably lame.
The cart's down, or I will call the cops and they can come and ask you.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
This is discrimination against vegans.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
That's okay, guys.
Who are you?
Snitch.
Yeah, I'm a snitch.
Well, I'm security. You're fired.
I'm allowed now to say you guys are fucking idiots.
Ordinarily, I'd agree with the guy saying that they're fucking idiots, but unfortunately, they're just insufferable assholes playing to the TikTok algorithm that is perpetually feeding terminally online children this kind of content for them to consume for 1 minute and then forget it ever existed. Because parents don't want to raise their kids anymore, just set them in front of the iPad, it's easier that way, and have the internet do it. So all they're doing is providing noise for these kids to be stimulated by for a short period of time. Their humor here is XD random shit, so they're trapped in like 2011, if it wasn't obvious from the main guy's haircut. He looks like he's still the lead singer of like a fucking experimental emo band from 2006. Goober looks like he's gonna pay you to be in the top 8 of your MySpace so that way he could promote his new Broken Side collab. But yeah, they're just going around being disruptive. They were asked nicely to just take it down because it's stupid. They refuse and then they get all aggressive about it, putting up a big stink. And again, their humor is XD random, so he's like, are you thinking what I'm thinking? It's discrimination against vegans. Haha, holds up spork, does the narwhal bacon at midnight. So fucking cringe.
Oh yeah? You're a jerk.
Fuck you!
Can I grab the cookies?
Let's go. I want.
We need to make a game plan here. What's the game plan?
Walk away.
And we don't look back. We don't look back.
They need to go back to Tumblr isolation ASAP. Like, good lord, don't let them out of the SCP containment facility. The cringe is unfucking bearable having them out in public. I just have a feeling Steve-O felt a pain in his ass as a hemorrhoid flared up having this guy wear his shirt while saying, can I grab the cookies on the way out? It's so awful. Like, there's no prank here. There's no entertainment here. It's just unbelievably fucking lame. So now they're just walking away from the cops. One of them's in an NPC shirt, so I'm guessing he's trying to lean into a character or something, which of course doesn't work at all. It's just trash.
Let's slow motion.
We fucked up big.
God damn it. Shit. Alright, I'm back in my safe spot.
Start walking to the car.
That's where the hard part is. Now, is this it?
Smells like it. Get in the fucking car.
Tastes
like it? Sure does taste like it.
Oh, man.
Close the door, sir. No, shut the own damn door.
Damn it. I can't believe we're not accepted.
Sorry.
It's so painfully annoying. The way he licks the car and goes, sure does taste like it. The only prayer we can have here is that he licked bird shit. Like, they just know they're not actually going to face any repercussions for this. So they just take the piss out of it in the worst way ever by pretending like it might not be their car, so they're knocking on it to check, licking it to check. Oh. It hurts. It just actually fucking hurts that content like that is popular on TikTok. Not that it's surprising. Like, of course it's not surprising. With the brain rot that's running rampant, it is anything but a shock. It just fucking sucks. But let me go ahead and show you a little bit more of a destructive Walmart prankster.
What's up, guys? Today we're in Walmart.
Ah yes, the timeless classic. Knock shit over and leave, forcing the employees to clean up your mess and pick everything up. Good one. That's the entire joke right there. Just rides a bike into it, knocks all that shit over like he was bowling with it, and that's it. And it was so good, he said, I'd like to try it a second time. If there's any justice in the world, that would have played out like a Looney Tunes cartoon where each one of those containers was filled with bowling balls and anvils, so when he hits it, he just gave himself a severe concussion. But unfortunately, we don't live in a cartoon. We live in this fucking cringe society where this gets millions of views somehow. I don't know why I'm saying somehow. We know how. Because it's kids. I know that's like the biggest cope in the world, but it's true. It is only kids watching this. If you go to the comments, every single fucking comment is from a child losing their mind over how savage it is and all of that.
What in tarnation?
What's going on?
Just those 2 cookies.
This one doesn't necessarily take place at a Walmart. This is just a little bonus here that I saw today. It's just this douchebag acting like a 4-year-old. That's the joke. So he takes 2 cookies out and says, just those 2, ring those up for me, please. And he puts as many sound effects as possible in here. Like, he crams as many sound bites as he can possibly fucking fit in this video, because he knows that that's the audience. Kids that need constant, like, referential sound bites and shit to stay hooked. And, like, the actual content here is nothing. Like, nothing happens. He puts the cookies there. The cashier wants nothing to do with him. He's fucking bored. He's over it immediately.
Wait a minute.
How much?
I get paid enough for this.
Wait, what are you doing? Are you calling someone? No, look, I took it out from the box right here. I got like 50 cents.
If you ever see someone being this uninterested in what you're doing, you need to take a long, hard look at the mirror and wonder where everything went wrong. This is a video that you couldn't fucking squeeze out of me for anything in the world. If I had filmed something like this, I would never let it see the light of day. I would break every fucking phone. I'd get all of the security camera footage to erase the existence of this moment happening. It's so fucking embarrassing and shameful. Yet this guy not only proudly posts it on his TikTok, but then he edits it to fill as much space as possible with fucking sound bites. It is so embarrassing.
Like, I opened the box and I just took 2 cookies out. You have to buy the whole box? Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Here comes Karen.
But, I think I'll buy the whole box. Nah, I don't know him.
Oh my god, that just sends chills up my spine. Not only did they just completely have no interest in this garbage that this guy was trying to pull, they caught him with his pants down, hand in the cookie jar here, and called him out for recording a bad prank, and then they all just look at the camera. And you can tell that the main character here also gets super uneasy once he's found out the ruse is kaput. Holy shit, it's so shameful. But he still posted it, so I guess it wasn't too shameful for him. Half the people on TikTok don't even know what that word means, clearly. Yeah, I just wanted to show these pranks and make fun of the assholes in them a little bit. That's it. See ya.